So, did everybody have a good holiday? Did everybody get good gifts? Did everybody have a good time with your friends and family? Because if so, then too bad. Here comes me to rain on your parade with some dumb episodes of Kamen Rider Zi-O and Lupinranger vs. Patranger. Yep, consider this your lumps of coal for the year. Yeah, we got Zi-O episode 16 and Lupinranger vs. Patranger episode 45. Starting off with with the really stupid thing this week. Yeah, one step forward for Sogo, two steps back. Yeah, yeah. If you remember right, last time Tsukasa decided to go and send Sogo into the future for some reason. Tsukasa just seems to he just does whatever he wants. There doesn't seem to be like any legitimate plan to him. He just sends. Well, okay, he sends Sogo into the future so that he could meet Omazio, and Omazio basically just tells him in plain Japanese, if you don't want to become me, destroy that driver. So Sogo goes back to 2018 after Omazio just opens up a time portal for him, and yeah, no, just and Sogo does the responsible thing, and he lets Gates destroy the driver. Even though after the driver's destroyed, Gates and Tsukiyomi are still around, which should have been a clear indication that the future of Omazio is still set in stone. Either that, or as a certain perfect bug monster once said, multiverse theory is a bitch. See, yeah, Gates and Tsukiyomi are still around, which means the future that the future that Omazio created is still around, unless they're operating. Yeah, no way, I completely forgot. Yeah, since this is Toei we're talking about, we're operating off of Dragon Ball Z time travel logic, and wherein time travel is actually multiverse theory. So yeah, like a DBZ Abridged said, when Trunks went back in time to give Goku the medicine cure him of his heart problem, it created a divergent timeline. But Trunks can still go back to his time, because of splintered time. Hold on. Yeah, again, basically, it's no way. Like I said, it's multiverse theory. They're treating the alternate timelines not as streams in time, but as divergent tangents in the universe. Yeah, basically as alternate universes. Again, multiverse theory is a bitch. So yeah, because multiverse theory is a thing, and Gates and Tsukiyomi go back to, well, they say they're going to go back to 2068. And we actually see in the future that after Sogo's driver's destroyed, Omazio vanishes. And that's apparently what he wanted to be erased from history. Again, the show only works because everyone is an idiot. The villains are stupid. Our heroes are, well, okay, slightly less stupid after Sogo did, because yeah, he saw the destruction that his ambitions caused. He becomes this unholy monster, and he's like, yeah, having this power isn't worth it if it just means I'm going to be creating this unholy nightmare, this literal self-fulfilling prophecy. And yeah, sure enough, when the driver is destroyed, the Daimajin, they apparently shut down, along with that robot monster that Omazio sent back in time to kill Gates. But, Gates, it looks like everything's going to be all wrapped up. Gates and Tsukiyomi are going to go back to some version of 2068. Sogo is going to go to college, and everything's going to be all hunky-dory. But no, the time jackers just couldn't leave well enough alone. They had to go and shake his fucking tree and decide to go and reprogram that robot that, didn't get vanished from history because, again, multiverse theory. They reprogrammed him to go after Sogo, just to eliminate any and all chance of Omazio coming around. Which is then when Woz shows up and says, "Hey, buddy, I got another CQ driver with your name on it." But of course, Sogo is again still doing the responsible thing, and yet refusing to take the driver. And honestly, Sogo, if you really wanted to prevent Omazio from coming around, you should have just let that robot kill you. yeah, it's like with speaking of multiverse theory, yeah, anybody who's played Bioshock Infinite knows his ending. Yeah, yeah. Even though the Demon King is dead, he in this timeline he's still alive in many, many other worlds. Yeah, Omazio is Zachary Comstock in this scenario, and so what Sogo should have done, he should have done what Booker suggested, and yeah, find the point where Comstock was created and smother the son of a bitch in his crib. But instead of letting Sogo letting himself get killed by the robot, somehow this before you even forget, while Woz is offering the driver, Gates actually shows up to go and save Sogo because with that act he knows that Sogo is not the guy who's going to become the Demon King. So he and Tsukiyomi decide to go and save him when they found out that Sogo was in trouble for the robot. Yeah, what this all does is actually apparently what Woz was planning all along. He knew that as Sogo was now, he was never going to become ambitious enough to become Omazio as he knew him, and so basically, with the Timejackers running around and still intent on causing trouble, they're still since the Timejackers are still after Sogo, he knows he can't let these three psychos run free, especially since Tsukasa's still working with them. Yeah, again, Tsukasa, he doesn't he even. I guess what he wants is to fight Zi-O when he's at his full potential for some dumb reason. But again, the show just doesn't. Nothing makes sense. Everyone's an idiot except maybe Sogo. But actually, no wait. Sogo is still kind of dumb because in the end, he still takes Gates' drive. Gates offers him his CQ driver, and Sogo takes it because what's the point of being a king? Well, maybe. Oh god. Okay, let me just see if I can phrase this correctly. He takes the driver. He knows he's going to become Zi-O, but he's going to work for damn sure not to become Omazio. Now that he knows what the end result of his ambition is, and again, as I reiterated probably a couple of times before, he tells Gates straight to his face, "You better get stronger because if I become that monster, I need for you to kill me." Again, this was basically the moment where this was the moment where Superman gives Batman the kryptonite ring. This was basically that moment. Only it's kind of inverse around there since basically this is basically Superman giving Sogo Superman and Gates is Batman. This is the kryptonite ring moment. Yeah, Sogo becomes Zi-O again. History is starting to change, as indicated with Watts' book, and we see that next time things are going to get a little weird. Well, anyways, so here's where we are now. Pretty much nothing of significance has happened, except that Sogo is stopping a naive, delusional twit and is actually focused on becoming Zi-O, but preventing himself from becoming the Demon King. Even though he's still, basically he's just got himself a confidence boost, and he still has the powers of Zi-O because the Timejackers are never going to leave him alone. So is this what Woz was doing? This was all just to get Sogo. Yeah, basically when Sogo took the new driver and became Zi-O again. Woz basically declared that this was Sogo's moment of rebirth, where he became the true Zi-O. And he definitely seems to have a more focused and more determined mindset now. He's just not some fumbling idiot. He's basically making sure that the absolute worst future doesn't come to pass. Although that's kind of a moot point because we see in 2068 that Omazio does come back, and he's like, so that's what my younger self did. Oh, God, I was such an idiot. again, I don't know what the show's doing anymore. Just yeah, it's just gonna keep. Yeah, I knew that deep down that this was not going to be the end of Kamen Rider Zi-O because we still have some more episodes to go through. We still have some more ride watches to recover, and I'm just gonna see how Shirokura just completely shits the bed harder now. Yeah. Since at the end of this arc, we actually get the preview for a brand new rider. And in the previews, we see that there's apparently two Wazes running around. There's the Waz who's been running around with the book, and then there's the future Waz who's going to become, well, Kamen Rider Waz. And we also see that from the previews, we see there's another Kamen Rider running around, the one who's apparently supposed to show up in 2022, Kamen Rider Shinobi. But yeah, according to an interview the future writers that are going to show up from like 2019, 2020, 2021, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, like I said, they're from a divergent timeline, specifically the timeline I'm guessing from where basically from 2018. There's the Kamen Rider series as we know it, and then there's the future Kamen Rider timeline that leads up to Zi-O. So yeah, Shinobi, Quiz, and that third one, I don't know. Yeah, those are from the future timeline from Zi-O's timeline. Yeah, again, I'm remembering better Back to the Future 2, with that example of how they got the Ultra in 1985. Yeah, imagine if this line represents time. And this is us here at, let's see, December 27th, 2018. Yeah, somewhere in the middle here, the timeline skews into this tangent, creating the future of Zi-O. And honestly, that seems like the best way to describe it. It's following a mixture of Back to the Future and Dragon Ball time travel logic, and it makes it when you stop and think about it. I mean, again, oh god, people say Bioshock Infinite is confusing. Well, then again, hey, Shirokura, you said yourself that this plot line is confusing, so you got. And who was the one who commissioned this? You, Sunshine. Well, yeah, so we got ourselves. Zi-O's still going on. It's just apparently he's going to be taking things more seriously to prevent the absolute worst future from coming to pass. So, yay for him. Oh, yeah, and before I even forget, the new episodes of Zi-O and Lupinranger versus Patranger, they're basically going to be taking a New Year's break. So we'll be getting to, they'll be getting new episodes. Japan will be getting new episodes on the 6th, which means in the intervening time, there will be plenty of time for the events of Heisei Generations Forever to happen. So next week, the next time when we do these vlogs, if we see Zi-O and Sogo using the Kuga, Den-O, and Double Ride watches, now you'll know why, because the events of the movie happened, and the three other riders in that movie were another Den-O, another Double, and the big final boss there was another Kuga. So so just a little bit of a reminder, in case you're confused, the events of Heisei Generations Forever happened in the intervening weeks between now and the next episode debut. So there you go. All right, on to something that's less stupid. Okay, it's a different flavor of stupid. Lupinranger versus Patranger episode 45. Christmas is in danger! But no, it's not the Grinch. It's not time travel. It's not Scrooge accidentally getting the wrong message and basically outlawing Christmas because of the Ghostbusters. No. There's a ganglord that's running around stealing all of Japan's chicken. Yeah, for those who aren't in the know, apparently in Japan, to celebrate Christmas, Japan usually has like chicken for Christmas dinner. Like whether it's fried chicken, roast chicken, apparently over there they just prefer chicken for Christmas. I've never been able to figure out why. I mean, most people would probably think that's probably because of Colonel Sanders or something like that, but apparently Christmas was brought to Japan by the Portuguese. So, I, uh, I don't know. Some people prefer prime rib for Christmas. Some people prefer chicken. Some people prefer salmon. And yeah, speaking of the salmon, there's a gangler that's been running around and using his collection piece to sniff out whenever somebody's cooking chicken, or charging towards them like a crazed bull, steals all their chicken, and replaces it all with salmon. Basically, he does like me. He doesn't get why Japan celebrates Christmas with chicken, and basically he just all right. You know what? We're gonna be having salmon from now on. All right, yeah, the gangler himself. It's a salmon gangler. So he's basically going around replacing chicken with salmon. This is literally a case of chicken or fish, to take it to the most ridiculous degree. And I can't help but think that instead of KFC, apparently this episode was being sponsored by Chick-fil-A because it's the most ridiculous commercial for Chick-fil-A I've ever seen in my life. I mean, okay, maybe okay, so it's not substituting beef for chicken, but it's definitely substituting. Okay, you know what? Instead of Chick-fil-A, this is this Christmas episode of Lupinranger versus Patranger was brought to you by Long John Silver's and Red Lobster. So yeah, Sakuya, he actually invited, to start this whole thing off. Sakuya actually got a Christmas invite from the little kid from back during the crane and drill situation. And yeah, back in like the ninth or 10th episode or something like that. Yeah, basically this grade school kid, this kindergarten kid is inviting him and the Pata Rangers to basically come to the school's Christmas party. So he figures, hey, you know what? I'll go get the chicken. I know a French chef, and specifically he knows Tuma. So he and Kyrie are just, well, basically Sakuya figures that while everybody's getting all wrapped up in the investigation with the gangler, doing their job, especially when they found out that last episode. They found out that the gangler human disguises they've been wearing actually come from the skin of their victims. And yeah, while while Tsukasa and Keiichiro Hilltop and Jim Carter are doing research, and yes, they've confirmed that at least 3 of the gangler disguises that they've seen match the identities of people who have gone missing in recent years. Yeah, so it's confirmed. The Ganglars are indeed wearing human skin for their disguises. So yeah, while they're dealing with that unholy gruesomeness, Sakuya is deciding, we gotta go and save Christmas! Okay, admittedly, he's doing it to try and cheer them up, but, dude, priorities. There could be, as the episode indicates, there could be ganglers all over the city disguising as recently missing people, now confirmed dead people. Yeah, basically, it's like the worms from Kamen Rider Kabuto, only much more gruesome. So yeah, basically the episode is just spent with Sakuya, Noel, and the Lupin Rangers basically dealing with this incredibly stupid salmon gangler. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love salmon as much as the next guy, and actually, I'm for the gangler. I'm actually on the gangler side here. I mean, yeah, salmon is honestly, I honestly prefer salmon over chicken anyway. I mean, Christmas is a fun time of year and all that, but the last gift you want to give anyone is salmonella. Yeah, from Undercooked. The salmon gangler is trying to get rid salmonella. Salmon gang. I just got that. Yeah. So, all right. Oh, and also apparently Noel has got like some. Apparently he must have. Apparently Noel's. Noel's. Let's see. His Lupin X trains or whatever they're called. Apparently they were powered by the freaking Speed Force because he is able to go from Japan to France and back again twice in the same day. I mean, what? I mean, yeah. I mean, there's I don't know the math behind all this, but I am going to certify that those Lupin collection pieces, while made from Alien Tech, they were also made out of pure weaponized bullshit. Yeah, from Japan to France and back again twice in the same day in like less than a minute. Barry, Barry, what did you do? How did this happen? Oh God. So yeah, they beat the gang war. Everybody's allowed to have chicken again, and well, they have chicken with salmon. So hey, I guess everybody wins, even the gang war, even though he's dead now. And yeah, what's important is at the end of the episode, Keiichiro actually starts to put the pieces together. Yeah, while he was scrolling down the list of missing people, yeah, during specifically during the list of people who went missing during the mass disappearance case in February, he comes across the names of Kairi's brother. Umika's friend and Tuma's fiance, and yeah, he's finally starting to put the pieces together. Although hopefully, yeah, it says in the next episode he knows that that those three are the Lupinrangers because yeah, their loved one. Noelle mentioned getting their Noelle and Lupin Red mentioned that they're fighting to get their loved ones back. Kairi, Umika, and Tuma have lost their loved ones. Yeah, even Keiichiro's not stupid enough to go and avoid this. He actually can put two to two together. So yeah, he knows that they're the He's going to reveal that they're the Lupinrangers, and yeah, finally with all the evidence to back him up. Although, when exactly is he going to reveal that there's three gang lords possibly running around in Japan who are literally wearing the skins of their dead loved ones? That's going to be an interesting conversation topic. So, next week they're going to be taking a break for New Year's. And yeah, that's when it's going to give me enough time to recoup and just come back fresh. So, speaking of, happy holidays, everybody. Happy New Year. And hopefully we'll get ourselves a better tokusatsu. One can hope. Bye.